When the bombs fell and the sirens screamed, something unexpected happened in homes across Britain and Europe during World War II. Ordinary families, not soldiers, became frontline defenders. They didn't have rifles, night vision goggles or alarms. They had blackout curtains, tin cans and wire. Yet somehow they created defences so clever, so psychologically powerful, that modern security experts still borrow from them today. This is the forgotten wartime home defence trick that still stops intruders in their tracks, and how you can use the same tactics right now to protect your home. During the Blitz, people feared not only the bombs, but the aftermath. Dark streets, broken windows, and empty homes ripe for looters. While the world remembers the air raids, few remember the quiet war waged behind every locked door. Civilians quickly realized that to survive, they had to defend not just their bodies, but their homes. So they invented what's now known as layered passive defense. It wasn't violent or aggressive, it was psychological warfare at the doorstep. Instead of confronting intruders, they made them doubt. Fear, hesitation, uncertainty, those became the real weapons. The beauty of this system was in its simplicity. No power, no fancy equipment, just brains over brawn. One of the smartest inventions of the wartime home front was the trap doorway, a low-tech, high-impact deterrent that used tension, darkness, and surprise. Picture this. During a blackout, a thin piece of wire or laundry line was strung across a hallway or doorway, just a few inches above the floor. Invisible in the dark, silent until triggered. When an intruder stepped through, they'd stumble, sometimes fall, sending a loud crash echoing through the house. In that moment of confusion, fear took over. Was someone awake? Did they set off an alarm? Were they being watched? That instant hesitation was often enough to make them retreat. It wasn't about trapping anyone. It was about creating the illusion of being caught, a perfect mix of simplicity and psychology. Modern equivalents exist today, just refined. You can recreate the same principle using tripwire alarms, door chime traps, or motion-triggered noisemakers. They're inexpensive, legal, and, well, brutally effective. The core principle remains the same. Make an intruder believe they've lost control of the situation. Blackouts were mandatory during World War II. Every curtain had to be thick, every lamp covered. A single visible glow could draw enemy bombers. But what started as a survival regulation quickly became a tool of home defense. Civilians learned that controlling visibility meant controlling fear. A house shrouded in total darkness left intruders unsure. Was someone inside, or had the family fled? A flicker of light through blackout curtains, a sudden movement of a shadow. Those tiny signals gave the illusion of presence. And in war, illusion often saved lives. Today, that same trick has evolved into motion-activated lighting, strategically placed around your property, unpredictable and disorienting. A sudden flood of light when someone approaches? It's the modern version of a wartime flicker. For off-grid survivalists, even a solar-powered motion lamp indoors can give you that same tactical advantage. The key isn't brightness, it's unpredictability. Noise was another weapon civilians mastered. During blackouts, sound carried further, sharper. People hung tin cans, pans and metal scraps near doors and windows, connected by string. Any movement created a loud clatter, crude but effective. It didn't harm anyone, it exposed them. In seconds, the illusion of stealth was shattered. Fast forward to now. Security-minded homeowners use that same principle with simple sound traps. A metal container of pebbles behind a door, a small bell on a window latch, or a hinge that squeaks deliberately. You don't need to be high-tech to be high security. These small tweaks create active deterrence through passive design. A concept that was born in war and still thrives in modern survival circles. Start by thinking like a wartime civilian. Assume power could fail, technology could go down, and help could take time to arrive. What's left? Ingenuity. First, layer your defences. Don't rely on one system. Lock your doors, yes, but back them with wedges, bars, or simple mechanical resistance. Think of it as the modern blitz bar technique, a door brace that holds firm even if locks fail. Second, control light and sight lines. Use lighting to create unpredictability. Motion lamps that turn on sometimes, not always. A small light flickering in a room that seems occupied. You're not just protecting space, you're manipulating perception. Third, use sound as a signal. The moment someone moves where they shouldn't, let sound betray them. Whether it's a can alarm, a vibration-triggered chime, or even a noisy surface they have to step on. Remember, fear thrives in silence. Break that silence and you win. Lastly, make your defence visible, but just enough. Signs, dummy cameras, or simple window stickers work because they trigger doubt. And doubt in a criminal's mind means delay. Every second they hesitate is a second in your favour. What's powerful about these World War II home defences isn't nostalgia, it's adaptability. People used what they had. They didn't wait for help. They became their own line of defence. Their methods weren't about violence or paranoia. They were about psychology, timing and control. That's what still makes them relevant today. Whether you live in a city apartment, a countryside cabin, or an off-grid setup, these lessons still hold, because the human mind hasn't changed. Fear of exposure and uncertainty is still the greatest deterrent. Those who lived through the bombings didn't have motion sensors or alarm companies. They had ration books and grit. But, they understood human behaviour better than most modern homeowners do today. If you take one thing from their story, let it be this. Real security isn't about technology. It's about thinking ahead. It's about shaping your environment so that danger second-guesses itself. That's what the forgotten defenders of World War II did. They didn't just survive, they adapted. Their courage built the blueprint for every smart home defence system we use today. So, if you're serious about protecting your space, study them, learn from them, apply their tactics with modern materials. You'll see that the strongest security doesn't always plug into a wall. It comes from understanding fear, timing, and really, the human mind. If this deep dive into forgotten World War II home defense strategies sparked something in you, stay with us. HistoryHQ is built for those who respect the past and turn it into real-world power. Subscribe, share this with a friend who values true resilience, and keep learning from the ordinary heroes who turned necessity into brilliance. Because, honestly, real survival isn't about surviving the storm. It's about mastering the calm before it.